Alright, this is Christopher Fox once again, and this is a request aside from Oh So Edgy. And the name of this video is Horror Recaps Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey. So we got some Winnie the Pooh drugs. Alright, let's check it out. Hey.
We were friends for many years, and they're out there.
Christopher, we need to leave.
Ooh, isn't it creepy?
I would have never left, I swear.
Okay.
Deep in the 100-acre wood, a boy named Christopher encounters some strange creatures.
I saw this in the theater. It's pretty strange movie.
And their relationship deepens over time. Now years passed, and finally, Christopher took the very difficult decision of leaving his friends and going to college to become a doctor. Without Christopher to feed them or give them guidance, and with
My name's Christopher.
Pooh, Piglet, Rabbit, and Owl went into extreme starvation and killed an 80, which traumatized the group to the point where they developed a hatred for anything human-related, as well as Christopher for abandoning them. The group made a pact to abandon their humanity and return to their feral instincts, also vowing never to speak again. 5 years later, a now adult Christopher returns to the 100-acre wood, accompanied by his fiancée Mary, to reunite with his old friends, but Mary feels that they were all imaginary friends of Christopher.
They weren't.
Christopher hears some sounds and finally reaches the place where he used to play with them in his childhood. Mary finds all this very strange, so she asks him to return, but Christopher says he wants to know what happened here and that they are not in any danger here. However, Piglet attacks Mary after a while and garrots her to death with a chain. Horrified, Christopher tries to run, but is cornered by Pooh and Piglet, who drag him back into the woods. We then see Maria with her therapist, and she tells her that when she is in the office or in the crowd, she feels that there is someone around her. Her therapist suggests her to go to a quiet place where she feels safe and can escape from everything that bothers her. Maria then rents a cabin in the 100-acre wood with her friends Jess, Alice, Zoe, and Laura, and they all decide that they will not use their phones during this vacation. Meanwhile, Tina, another of Maria's friends, gets lost on the way to the cabin, and when she tries to call them, she finds their numbers not reachable. Later, she gets terrified to see Pooh, and he begins chasing her. Tina runs into an abandoned factory and hides there, but Pooh finds her and strips her naked, and then grinds her with a wood chipper. Later,
That's
in Pooh's
brutal.
treehouse, Christopher has been held prisoner by Pooh, who tells him that people won't be able to understand him because he himself is not able to understand him. Now Pooh becomes sad listening to him, and he starts remembering those moments of childhood when Christopher told him that he will always be with him. But then his sadness turns into anger, and he brutally begins whipping him with Eeyore's detached tail.
God, this
Christopher
movie was
sees
fucked
Mary's
up,
corpse in
man.
the corner of the room, and Pooh showers him in her blood in retaliation for leaving his former friends to fend for themselves. As night falls, loud music from the cabin draws Pooh's attention, and we see Laura relaxing in a hot tub. Pooh and Piglet find the cabin and make Laura unconscious and kidnap her. When she wakes up, she finds herself tied up in the middle of the road. Piglet then comes there and puts his foot on top of her, while Pooh slowly drives a car into Laura's head, crushing her
That
skull.
was gruesome.
Maria and Jess hear the
Best half
commotion
of the
and
movie
find
for
car
sure.
there, and when they start going towards the cabin, they get terrified to see Laura's dead body there. They run into the cabin and find "Get Out" written there with blood, and inform Alice and Zoe that Laura is dead. Maria says that they should call the cops, but only then do they hear some noise from outside, and gets terrified to see Pooh there. Now they were trying to understand what is it actually when suddenly the lights of the cabin go off. Alice and Zoe go to lock the door so they can't get in, but Piglet enters, knocking Alice unconscious, and Zoe falls into the pool. Piglet then also enters the pool with a sledgehammer, and Zoe tries to escape, but he kills her by blowing her head. Maria and Jess then find her dead body and
That was
watches Pooh
brutal.
and Piglet take Alice
It was in a
decide to
trailer,
follow her
though.
into the woods to rescue her. The scene now shifts to Pooh's warehouse, where we see Alice captive and Pooh eating honey. Alice wakes up and gets terrified to find herself there, and then Pooh comes to her and knocks her unconscious again. Later, Maria and Jess reach there to free Alice, and while they were leaving there, they hear someone scream. They find a badly injured Christopher there who asks them for help, so Maria and her friends free him too, and only then do they hear someone calling for help. They then find another hostage named Charlie, whose husband Scott has already been murdered by Piglet. They free her as well, and while they were leaving, Charlene says that she will not leave until she kills the piglet. Seeking revenge, Charlene summons Piglet to kill him, but Pooh subdues her and Piglet mauls her to death. Seeing this, Maria and Jess get terrified and flee.
This scene was kind of hard to see.
Knocks Piglet down with a sledgehammer. She ties him with chains and starts torturing him. Hearing Piglet scream, Pooh runs back to the treehouse but finds him already dead. Enraged, Pooh confronts Alice with a knife and proceeds to fatally
that was
to a
brutal.
ball through her open mouth. Maria and Jess run to the road, where they stop a car driven by 4 local men, Logan, Tucker, John, and Colt, to ask for help. They tell them that Pooh is coming to kill them. However, they could not believe them. But only then do they see Pooh there and cannot understand whether it is a human or a bear. They think it is some freak who is troubling the girls, and they start...
They're basically guys in masks, is all they are.
The wrecking bar, but that doesn't affect him. Now, despite the men's attempts to take him down, Pooh easily kills them one by one, until Maria tries to run him over with the car. However, Pooh climbs into the car and Maria crashes into a tree, losing consciousness. When she wakes, she witnesses Pooh decapitating Jess, due to which she gets terrified and tries to escape, but the car won't start. Pooh then pulls Maria out of the car and attempts to kill her, until Christopher appears driving another car, seemingly crushing him to the death between the 2 cars.
Rest in peace,
Christopher
Pooh
tries to
Bear.
help Maria, but Pooh, having survived, wakes up and gets out from between the
Yeah,
car,
he survived.
catches up and grabs Maria, holding her at knife point. Christopher pleads with Pooh to spare her and vows to spend the rest of his life in the 100-acre wood with him. Pooh slowly lowers his knife but then breaks his vow of silence and tells Christopher he left before slashing Maria's throat. After Maria slowly bleeds to death, Christopher, realizing that Pooh is beyond help now, flees while Pooh repeatedly stabs the corpse. Thanks for watching. I hope you found it enjoyable. If you did, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more recaps like this.
Yeah, it's not a good movie at all, but I think a lot of people really didn't like it, especially Cody Leach and a couple other people, but it was alright. I mean, the acting was kind of not good, but seeing Pooh and Piglet kill people was pretty creepy, but also really enjoyable in a pretty sick way. I mean, I can enjoy Pinocchio's Revenge, I can enjoy the Banana Splits movie, and those two have childhood characters becoming brutal killers, but Pinocchio wasn't that good of a movie, but I enjoyed it. It was a so bad it's good type of movie, just like this movie is. Just turn off your brain and have fun is all I can say about movies like this. And Pinocchio's Revenge was not that movie. I'm not sure if it was worth seeing in theaters, but that movie, this movie, and Banana Splits was probably the best one out of the 3 because it was actually had good characters, good acting, good special effects, an actual budget behind it. But this is okay too. I like Pooh Bear Blood and Honey, but it's not as offensive as I thought it was going to be because it's just 2 guys in masks. It doesn't really bother me that much, but guys, let me know what you thought of Pooh Bear Blood and Honey in the comments below. Did you like it? Did you hate it? What did you think? Thanks for watching, guys. Take care. See you guys in the next one. Peace.